What's going on, guys? I'm here in New Jersey visiting my buddy RJ from Python Designs NJ. I've been on a trip for the last few days and we haven't really seen any ball pythons. We're about to change that right now. RJ's got some banging ball pythons. What's probably your favorite thing in the room? Do you have one?
Super microscopes.
Scaleless ball pythons, that's what I'm talking about. So let's jump in, let's check out some of these cool ball pythons. Guys, we're starting off hot here. As RJ mentioned, the scaleless ball pythons are the super micros, and that's exactly what we're taking a look at here. We've got a normal super micro and a banana super micro. While scaleless ball pythons have a bit of controversy surrounding them, actually, if you figure out how to take care of them correctly, they do great. These guys are just over a year old and are absolutely spectacular. They're doing great, shedding well, and I mean, it's really crazy to see a ball python without scales. They really just look like the pattern's been painted on. I've seen a handful of these and worked with a handful of these, and it's always cool to get the chance to hang out with some scaleless ball pythons. All right, guys, we've got a handful of banana combos here, and there's a special gene that's been floating around in this project, and I'm not allowed to talk about it, but it produces these crazy orange bananas, and the cameras never really do them justice. We've got basically like banana pinstripe, banana pin, enchi stuff. These guys are absolutely insane, and I'm blown away. I've seen them a handful of times, and I've come up here, and each time they get better and better, which if you know ball pythons, you know usually isn't the case, but I'm super stoked to see what actually ends up coming out of this project. Maybe we can figure out what the heck to name this gene and what's going on, because these are wild. RJ really does have some insane ball pythons here at Python Designs NJ. It's wild to see some of these things in person. He's really taken innovation, I think, to the next level. We're not really following the norms of the industry and what's kind of in or out, but we're really just seeing what's possible with the ball pythons, making true living art, whether that's random one-off paradoxes like this animal here, or we're just really just throwing a bunch of genes together and just seeing what's possible. I think that's part of the fun of breeding ball pythons that's kind of gotten lost in today's world, as we really do follow projects and trends more so than anything else. But this was really refreshing to see. Let's jump back into this and check out some more awesome ball pythons. Guys, take a look at this crazy looking ball python right here. This is actually a Vertigo combo, and the Vertigo is a newer gene. RJ's got a bunch of it here, and it's really exciting to see kind of what happens. It acts kind of similar to fire, but not quite fire, and some of these reactions that we're seeing are just absolutely bizarre. We get these snakes that have almost grayish flames. It's really, really interesting. Just another exciting gene and project here at Python Designs NJ. And again, really, really excited to see what ends up happening with this project. And if this is where we're kind of jumping off from, this is a really, really great project. And we're gonna take a look at a couple of others in just a second. But man, this is a wild looking snake. All right, taking a look at more of these Vertigo combos. This is a Vertigo, black pastel, fire, yellow belly, and then we've got this really cool ringer gene right there kind of happening. What a badass little snake. We see these really cool yellow flames. Definitely an interesting color on the snake, even for a black pastel fire. It's not quite the traditional look. It clearly doesn't make an all white snake like a super fire. So it's super, super interesting. And again, I'm really excited to see what happens with this project, because this is a really killing ball python. If you like those earth tones, this is definitely a really cool snake and can take your projects in a lot of different directions. All right, one final Vertigo combo, because this girl's absolutely wild looking, really similar to that first one. This is OD Enchi Mojave Yellow Belly Vertigo, and what a wild snake. Again, we're seeing these gray flames, and I'm blown away by this. I've never really seen this color palette in a ball python before, so it's really, really unique to see. And as an adult, to still be this bright and contrasted, of course, we know ball pythons don't always look this way. So this is really, really impressive. And again, I just can't wait to see where the future of the Vertigo project kind of goes and what we can expect to see. You start plugging this into some other really cool genes, more of the black pastel stuff, spot nose, start seeing what it does with major pattern disruptors, and there's a lot of potential for this gene, so I'm definitely excited to see what happens with it. All right, so we're looking at something that looks more complicated than it is right now. We're actually looking at a banana clown ball python, and there's definitely something else going on. When you take a look at this bright orange head, but we don't quite know what it is just yet. We're working to figure that out. And man, that is a wild looking ball python. It's basically just patternless orange. You can see some of that clown stripe right there. Just what a wild looking snake. I'm really impressed by this because again, it's like glowing orange as an adult. That's easily 1600 grams, which is just something you don't really see with ball pythons. So this snake is wild for sure. Okay guys, so now we're looking at something that's got a little bit of controversy and unknown understanding of. This is actually an Odium combo ball python. If you're familiar with stuff from Nerd, you've probably heard the term Odium before and you have no idea what that gene does. We've talked about the defining line before. I talked about that a lot when I was there. This particular snake is actually just a super Mojave, so just a blue-eyed leucistic. But it doesn't look like your average blue-eyed leucistic. Obviously, it's got this yellow overtone, and we start to see where the melanin, what would be melanin, is just faded away to a more pure white. And it really doesn't make any sense for just a super Mojave to have this much variation in the color. And of course, that defining line is very clean and clear throughout the entire body of the snake. And that really is part of the Odium trait. All right, guys, another one for the Odium haters out there. This is actually a Super Enchi Inferno Pinstripe Odium. Is that right? This snake is absolutely wild, and RJ was just telling me when it hatched, it was not speckly like this. It didn't look anything like this. And if you're familiar with hidden geoma pin combos, sometimes they get a little speckly as they age, but nothing like this. And again, we talk about the defining line of Odium, and we just see a classic example of that here. This snake is absolutely wild. And again, just had to show off another one for the Odium haters out there, because what an insane looking snake. And you just don't see ball pythons like this. All right, guys, we're taking a look at another really crazy ball python here. This snake is basically just purple and yellow, and that is amazing. This is actually a banana black pastel Mojave Cinder. And if you're not familiar with the Cinder gene, it's pretty much a pattern disruptor, really messes with the color a little bit. And as you can see with this snake here, we've kind of like obliterated the sides, and that's really what this gene is known for. It doesn't always appear that easily depending on whatever the combo is, but stuff like yellow belly and Mojave and black pastel really help make this kind of come out. And with the banana thrown in here, we basically just make a wild purple snake. This thing is pretty freaking sweet, I'm not gonna lie. It's another wild snake here at Python Designs NJ. All right, guys, this is yet another banging banana combo here. This is actually banana Mojave chocolate orange ghost. And what a wild snake. So if you're not familiar with bananas and orange ghosts, when you combine them, you actually reduce or remove all of the speckling that we normally see on the banana combos, especially darker banana combos. This is an absolute stunner of a snake. It's a young female that's getting raised up here and just has so much potential. And if you want to see something really cool, take a look at Dad. This is actually a super chocolate orange ghost. And I mean, it's purple and orange, and it doesn't really get much cooler than that. Father and daughter, really, really cool looking snakes. It's awesome to see what some of these combos look like as adults that we all too often only see as babies. We see them holding their color like this. It's of course a little shimmer of hope. All right, this one's for the dark snake lovers here. This is actually a black pastel Mojave blackhead red stripe, and what a cool ball python. Again, if you really like these earth tones, this is a solid direction for you to take, because what a wild looking snake. And of course, it looked a little bit different when it first came out of the egg, and it's still changing and getting darker. Of course, blackhead combos tend to get really dark as they age. This thing is wild, and again, if you like dark colored snakes, this is the combo for you. All right, guys, take a look at this wild ball python. And if you want me to tell you what's in it, I can't, because I don't know what it is, and RJ doesn't know what it is, and nobody knows what it is. It's like wants to be leucistic, wants to be pewter, wants to be super stripy. It's a wild looking snake, and it's a female that's ready to breed. So stay tuned, because we'll get to see actually what is going on with this snake and why it looks the way it does. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that subscription button, hit the notification bell, drop a like down below, and leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite ball python was. And of course, make sure you go check out Python Designs NJ. You can check them out on Morph Market, Instagram, all that stuff. Links will be down below in the description of this video. I'll see you on the next one. Give me your best guesses down below what you think this is, because none of us seem to have an idea.